Right, hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Woods Team Talk. I hope you're all really well and having a great day. So I thought I'd just come on and have a chat with you about this deal with the fella from Brighton, because we got just about a day left, day and a little bit, and I have to say I'm worried because. I'm worried because, one, we ain't got much time left, and I think the deal was in serious danger of collapsing. The reason I'm saying that is not because I'm trying to be negative, but let's be honest, right? We haven't got much time. Edu isn't known for his ability to clinch a deal and to see a deal through properly. He's not. His track record in this area is absolutely shocking, right? We've now allegedly submitted a third bid for this player. Let me see if I can share the screen with you, because I've got the screen sitting here waiting. God, what am I doing? Sorry, we have now submitted a third bid. And let's get it. Come on. Sorry, my computer's a bit slow. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, so allegedly we have submitted a third bid, and you can see it there on the screen. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go and look at that separately. So it says it's in the Sun. It's obviously the Sun's not my favourite newspaper in the world, but it says the Gunners have already seen 2 bids turned down by the Seagull for the midfielder. All right, now we're now set to make a third bid for the player, and whether that bid's gone in yet, I've got no idea. But Brighton have consistently said the fella's not for sale. All right. And they don't want him leaving. He's been banned from the training ground. And apparently the bid now is in the region of £70 million with £5 million worth of add-ons. Now, the thing is, this is all dependent. Whether this thing is successful or not is very much dependent on how flexible Brighton are willing to be. Because they've said consistently that he's not going for anything less than £80 million. If the bid is accepted, it will obviously be Arsenal's record transfer fee, because it would outdo the money we paid for Nicola Pepe. And apparently Mikel Arteta really wants the fella, because he sees him as quality competition for Granit Xhaka and Thomas Partey. And he has been a massive part of Brighton's impressive campaign so far, playing in the heart of their midfield. But he's also sparked interest from Chelsea and Liverpool. So we need to get our finger out and just fucking pay the money, right? Just put the £80 million on the table. It's not like Arsenal haven't got the money. I'm telling you, Arsenal have got the money. Just go in there and go slap on the table, £80 million. There you go. We're having him. And that'd be the end to it. But they won't do it. They won't. Arsenal, it's not their style, unfortunately. They're not known for that sort of aggressive, and they're not known for that sort of aggressive and decisive action in the transfer window. We're not. We're absolutely rubbish at it, to be quite frank. And like I said, I'm very concerned. I am. I'm very concerned about what's going on. So the thing is, as well, Brighton I've heard as well that if they were to sell him to Arsenal, they don't want him to go until such time as they've got a replacement lined up. So they are not going to be in any hurry to get a replacement because what we got Day. Yeah. Yeah, the player is probably going to be pissed off for a while, but if we don't sign him in this window, then I'd say that we won't go back in for him again in the summer. I just don't see that happening. The reason I don't see it happening is because I think they're probably more likely go for Declan Rice, unfortunately, because to be honest with you, I'd rather have this fella because I wouldn't trust Declan Rice as far as I could throw him, to be quite honest. So there you go. So let me just, and you know, Brighton have consistently said, like I say, that they're not willing to let him go. The transfer window closes tomorrow evening at 11 o'clock. It's now coming up to 4 o'clock. Just gone quarter to 4 on Monday afternoon. Arsenal bid 70 million for the player with some. Well, we had a bid for 70 million rejected for the player already. So the Gunners. Oh dear, who is this fella? Saying that he's from Colombia. No, mate, he's not. He's from Ecuador. Jesus Christ, honestly. So, you know, my question would be, look, stop faffing about money like add-ons and all the rest of it. Just give them the bloody money. £80 million. Put it on the table. Say, there you go. That's what you want. Right, let us have the player. End of story, right? Stop messing about. So that's that really. So that's what I believe. Let's get to the chat. So Joanne is in the chat. Let's see what you all think. Whether you think we're going to get this fella, whether we're going to get this deal over the line. Because like I said, I'm not convinced. One, because the length of time we've got. We're now got just over a day to complete this deal. Brighton have said from the get-go, right, when the club started showing an interest in signing this fella, that they will not let him go for less than 80 million. Also, they've said consistently they will not let him go until such a time as they're able to find a replacement. So, you know, time's running out. Time's running out for all the boxes that are required for this deal to go through, to be ticked. And you're talking about Arsenal. We couldn't bloody finish a deal to save our bloody lives, especially with Eddie doing all the negotiations, because he's crap at it. But let's be real. He's crap at it. So, you know. Anyway, Joanne says hello. Hi, Joanne. And Taib's in. Hi, Taib. Hope you're well, mate. Nice to see you. And Gavin O'Flaherty's in. He's saying, thing is, he's banned from the training ground. Then he put out that post. So surely Brighton are open to selling him. Yeah, they are open to selling him. Considering how awkward it will be in the squad if he's brought back in. Yeah, but the thing is, mate, there ain't much time left. You know, we've only got just over a day, and they've said that they want to get a replacement. So it's dependent on them being able to get a replacement. And if they currently look at some young fella, it's going to cost them a few million quid to get the fella. So hopefully they're able to do that within the next 24 hours or even less, so that we can get this deal done, because otherwise it's going to be dead in the water. Also, they've said consistently they want 80 million, and we're talking about 70, 75 plus add-ons, and I just don't think that's going to be sufficient to get the deal done. Especially when you've got Edu like in control of the negotiations. It's a bit of a shit show, to be quite frank. And Joanne says, hi, Taib. And Joanne says, shared out. Thank you, Joanne. Well done. You're absolutely brilliant. Gavin says, go get him. We're in the 10th richest club in the world. Pay the money. Exactly. Just put the bloody money on the table. It's not like we haven't got it. Just pay the bloody money and get the deal done. Because I'm telling you, if we're not careful, someone's going to come in and bloody hijack the deal. And it's happened so many bloody times that it's just ridiculous. Gavin, you worked it out. That's what I think, and that's why I don't want him. Rice showed he's a snake with us. I wouldn't trust him either. Mate, I would not trust that road to sit. I wouldn't trust that fella to sit on the toilet the right way. I wouldn't. He's not trustworthy. Not at all. Not in any shape or form. I can guarantee you, if Arsenal signed him, right, and he was performing well, and all of a sudden Real Madrid came knocking, he'd be off before you could say Jack Robinson. He would. He'd go. And no, I don't want someone like that. He's a traitorous, two-timing snake, and I don't want him anywhere near Arsenal Football Club. Absolute fucking traitor, in my opinion. Wait, is that a Wrexham tracksuit, Warren? No, Gavin, no, it's British and Irish Lions. I don't know if you can see the badge. British, no, you can't really, because the screen I've got behind me knocking the badge out. You can't really see it, but no, it's a British and Irish Lions jacket. So, some big rugby union fan as well. I might be doing some watch-alongs for the Six Nations, which starts next month, I believe. So let's see. Let's see what happens with that. Rice, I don't want. I agree with you, Joanne. I think he's a decent player, but I don't think you can trust him. That's the problem. No. I don't think we will get him penny pinching Arsenal. Well, yeah, exactly, because I just don't think that Arsenal are going to do what's required to get the deal done. I really don't. And I think you're absolutely right, Joanne. I really do. Davis Madney. Hi, Davis. How are you, sir? Nice to see you. Thank you very much for coming in and joining the chat. Arsenal are no longer tolerating any panic buying. If Brighton did not accept this latest offer, then Arsenal can walk away from this deal. Yeah, that's very true. They could do. My only question would be, so what next? You know, we need reinforcements, because at the weekend, Partey got injured in that game at Manchester City. And that's bring Sambi Lokonga on. Because he picked up a rib injury, but thankfully it looks like we may have got away with it. But what happens if we're not so lucky the next time and he goes down with an injury that's going to keep him out for a month, 6 weeks? If that happens, that's our title bid out the window. Forget about it. So that's why we need to bolster the squad. Warren's good to see you again, mate. Edu out, says Taib. Yeah, 100%. He's not of the required standard, in my opinion. I don't like him and I don't trust him. I think he needs to go, and there's something very dodgy about that fella. I wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him. Gavin, I know it's. Gavin says, I know it's not, but just on the wind up. Fair play to you, buddy. Fair play. But it's true. What you said was true about Declan Rice. 100%. The deal will be dead by the evening. If Brighton failed to accept our latest offer, they did the same with Cucurella and others. This is a waiting game. They'll eventually sell by midnight. Mate, I hope so, because we need cover in midfield. And Arsenal need to set a time. And for me, if it was me, I'd stop messing about and go and put the money on the table and say, right, there you go. That's what you valued him at. There's the money you wanted, 80 million. Now let's have the player. Stop messing about. No add-ons, no this. Just put the money on the bloody table. and stop fanning around. Rice wouldn't fit into our squad. Joanne, we need cover in midfield, and the thing is, he is the sort of player we need. Not him as a person, no, because I wouldn't trust him, right? But we need cover for Thomas Partey and Granit Xhaka, and he would provide that. But he is not trustworthy. He's not. Absolutely not. And you speak to any Irish person and they will tell you about Declan Rice, let me tell you. All right? No, he's not to be trusted. And Del Boy Gunner says, evening, Warren. Smash the likes up, people. Thank you very much, Del Boy. And anyone that's in this chat who hasn't subscribed to Del Boy Gunner TV, please make sure you do that. And also make sure you go and subscribe to his son's channel, Zach Football TV, as well. Both of them do excellent content, and you won't regret it, let me tell you. Taib says, Del Boy. Yeah, Del Boy's in the house, people. Gavin says, no, I was on the wind-up with the tracking. I meant everything I said about Rice. Yeah, mate, you can't. No. He can't be trusted. Joe said, I've been to the charity shops today, took some stuff to Hallswood Animal Sanctuary charity shop. Fair play to you, Joanne. I'm sure that we'll be able to make good use of it. Superb stuff. Well done. And Gavin says, crack Del and Taib. Fair play, guys. Lovely to see you. I hope you enjoy this show. And so, yeah, basically, I'm just really concerned. I'm really concerned about this deal because I think time's running out. Our track record in this area of getting deals done quickly is terrible. We are terrible. We've got a terrible record for this. And Edu ain't the most dynamic. He's not got really good track record in finalising deals, so I'm concerned. And the other issue is also Brighton need to get a replacement before they're going to let him go. And we need the money they want on the table. And so far, it looks like then we're not doing it. And also, guys, just want to remind you that at 6:45, I'm doing a watch along on this channel for the FA Cup 5th round draw. So please can make sure you come and check that out because that is going to be interesting. There's a lot of potential really good matches going to be coming up in that. So let's see what happens because I think it's going to be really exciting. So let's go back to this Moises Caicedo deal. I'm really concerned. I really am, like I keep saying. So Joanne says there's better quality. Hold on, what's happening? Joanne says there's better quality than Rice out there. Yeah, there is. There certainly is, but it's a matter of Edu being able to do the deals. This fella certainly is one of them. But if the deal doesn't happen this transfer window, I'm not sure we'll go back in for him. I really don't. I'm not sure that would happen. Gavin says, fair play, Joanne, was probably some well-needed stuff too. Yeah, absolutely. Joanne, you are an absolute legend. Absolute legend. And that is Okpara Chinido Emmanuel. Lovely to see you, mate. He says, why can't you allow the player play for Arsenal since he's long playing for Bot? Why can't you allow the player play? Well, I want him to come and play for Arsenal. I'm not saying I don't want him. If you're talking about Moises Caicedo, yeah, I'd love him to come and play for Arsenal, but I'm concerned that we left ourselves too long to do this. We should have gone in when they first decided that they wanted to get the player, gone in and given Brighton the money that they wanted for him and stop all this messing about. Taib says, hi, Gavin. Grant McRoberts in the chat. This window has been dreadful. We have signed one player and window is shut tomorrow. Us and yours are the two most stingiest clubs in the world. Mate, we just don't like spending money. It's an absolute shambles. Yeah, so I don't know what's going on with Rangers, but Arsenal it's in shambles. But this is Arsenal Football Club for you. We've been like this since I can remember. It's always been like this. Taib says, Grant, hello, mate. Fair play, Taib. And how come the window shuts on the 31st of January? Laugh at that. Mate, if it was down to me, there wouldn't be a transfer window. It would just be open all the time because it would stop all of this nonsense. It never used to be like this back in the day. Deals used to go on all the time and there wasn't all the nonsense and hype and all the rest of it. Just like get the bloody deals. Deals could be done any time you wanted. So, you know, I just don't get it. I just think it's crazy. Grant McRoberts says, hello, Taib. Hi. Yep. Nice to see you, Taib, mate. You're an absolute legend in this chat room. You really are. Umar, nice to see you, buddy. I hope you're well. Thanks for coming. I hope you're enjoying it. And he says Arsenal should sign up a cover in the middle, please. 100%, mate. I couldn't agree with you more. We need reinforcements in the middle, 100%. And Joanne says they might go in for another bid and add a pound on. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. It certainly would after the debacle with Luis Suarez. Yeah, 100%. That would definitely be the sort of thing they do. And Ty says Arsenal were too busy chasing Mudryk. Yep, laugh out loud. 100%, Ty. And that's another example of what I'm talking about. They should have if they wanted the player, they should have just gone in and said, there you go, there's the money, deal done. And get it finished over and done with. Like other clubs, like a certain club in West London, when they've decided they want, they just go in, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, and it's all completed within a couple of days. Not like us, it drags on and on and on. And then 9 times out of 10, the player we're going for ends up joining another club because they're more decisive than what we are. But Arsenal, no. Gavin says, it's Edu. He'll probably add 50p. Yeah, if you're lucky. 100%, mate. And Davies Medadi, sorry, mate. Davies Madani says we can end up signing no one if we do not get any midfielder who can fit the bill. Jacob Kiwar can provide us a backup in that position, or Xhaka can come to TP and ESR can play going forward. Yeah, that's probably true, mate. 100%. I wouldn't disagree with you about that. Taib says, what did the tree do when the bank closed? It's so branch. There you go. Taib's back on form. Absolutely superb stuff. I love it, mate. There you go. That is why the man is an absolute legend. Luke Morrison. Hi, Luke. Nice to see you, buddy. I hope you're good. Lovely to see you, my friend. And he says, we ain't signing Caicedo. Brighton don't want to sell at any price in this window, which is their prerogative. If we don't sign a midfielder, then pray to God Partey don't get injured. Lokonga is useless. 100%, mate. You know, the trouble is he was a lamb to the slaughter, basically, by this football club. He was a young fella when he came in, and he should have been sent out on loan, in my opinion, to gain experience at a lower level and had his career develop in that way, not just like slung into the first team and sacrificed that. And more or less, basically, Arsenal have ruined his career because he was a really promising, up-and-coming young player. And the way we've handled him has been absolutely disgraceful. And, yeah, we need to pray. If we're not able to get decent quality cover for Thomas Partey, then we need to hope and pray that Thomas Partey doesn't get injured. Because if we don't get quality backup for him, then that title bid is out the window. You know, out of the window. Absolutely no doubt about it. So, John Cisse, nice to see you, John. I hope you're good, mate. Lovely to see you. Such money should be paid. Oh, sorry. Such money shouldn't be paid for a player. Caicedo. Brighton bought him for 5 million. Let's look for another target. Yeah, well, if we're going to do that, we need to get our finger out and get it done quick, smart, because we've only just got just over a day left. So, anyone in the chat got any ideas about who, if we're not able to get this Moises Caicedo deal finalised? Anyone in the chat got any ideas about who we can go for and get done in this short amount of time that we've got left? Any ideas? I'm just having a cup of peppermint tea. Yeah, so if you want to just throw in any ideas about who you think we could get, that would be absolutely fantastic. If we're not able to get this deal over the line, absolutely fantastic. I'd love to hear what you think. Davies is back in the chat again. Bamba, Onana, or Super Mendy. Yeah, excellent ideas. That'd be really good. If we can get one of those done, then we should go and do it. And Saliso Haruna says, Arsenal, please, we need Caicedo if you guys want fans to be happy. Yeah, 100%. It would be absolutely brilliant if we were able to sign him. Luke Morrison, I don't blame Lukonga, though. I blame Arteta for putting him in this situation and blame the club for not getting a different option. Should have signed a midfielder last summer. 100%. Yeah, we should have done. And, you know, when we should have last January, we didn't sign anyone. And in my opinion, that was a big contributory factor as to why at the end of the season, the whole thing collapsed. You know, we were in fourth and clear. And because of our lack of squad depth, the whole thing just fell apart and we dropped out of the Champions League places and, yeah, missed out to our local rivals. Not that really are rivals because they never even win anything. But, you know, traditionally, there's always been a big hatred between us and Tottenham, as everyone knows. But for me, our main rivals at the moment are Manchester United and Chelsea. Not Tottenham, because they never win anything. And Taib said, a man just assaulted me with milk, cream and butter. How dare he? Exactly, mate. He's had it again. The legend that he's Taib. Superb stuff. Luke Morrison, a friend of mine, suggested someone called Lema at RB Leipzig. There's Kefren Turam at Nice as well. Will be cheaper than Caicedo. Yeah, if we can get the deals done, then I'll definitely be up for that. Davis Madini says the time wasted on Mudryk should have been invested looking for a midfielder. Edu and Co got it wrong for the start of the window. Mate, but this is the problem, isn't it? Right? Edu isn't decisive and he's not cutthroat enough for the role that he's got. he needs to be far more decisive in the transfer window. And he needs to go in, and once he identifies the target, just find out how much that club want, and then just pay the money. Stop fan, especially if it's a fair valuation that the club want, right? Then he should go and pay it. I mean, this thing with Madrid, they were adamant. It became clear very early on that they weren't going to budge on their valuation. So we should have just walked away. And because that money that they were asking for me was a ridiculous amount of money for an unproven player in an unproven player that hasn't got Premier League experience is way too much. And in my opinion, I think Chelsea have taken a massive gamble and paying that amount of money for him. So, yeah, I'm not convinced about that at all. I think we should have just walked away and gone for other targets, which is what we ended up doing, really. But we were forced to because Chelsea just went in and paid the money. Joanne says we should have signed Maddison. Well, yeah, you're not going to get an argument with me about that. I'm not sure what his injury status is at the moment, but yeah, he's quality, absolutely, and he's proven. What I want to see is Arsenal go and sign Premier League proven players. We haven't. The situation we're in at the moment, we're in a title race. We haven't got time to mess around, waiting for players to get used to the Premier League. We need players that are Premier League proven. That is one of the things that I'm pleased that in this window, we went for Trossard, and now we're going for this fella because they're both players that are playing in the Premier League, so they know what is involved with the league. So, yeah, that's a good thing. The way we're fanning about, though, isn't good, so we need to get it done. And Taib says Arsenal are apparently linked to this Wild striker from the French league. Laugh out loud. After what I read about him today, I wouldn't want him at Arsenal. Okay. So what did you read, Taib? Because I haven't heard anything about this. Yeah, do you want to elaborate on that? I hope this is not one of your wind-ups, by the way. But yeah. And the fact is, I just want Premier League proven. I'm not into this. We need to go get players that are used to playing in this league, because football in this country is different to anywhere else in Europe. It is. So we need players. We haven't got time to be waiting for someone to get used to what it's like playing in this league, because sometimes it's a year, 18 months, 2 years before they start banging, and we ain't got that time. We haven't. Luke Morrison says we should just sign whoever Brighton are identified as a replacement for Caicedo. They are brilliant at talent spotting. 100%, mate. Yeah, I'd be up for that, but I'd also be up for going down to Brighton and stealing all their scouting staff, because they clearly know what they're doing. I'm not convinced about our scouts, that's for sure. Babies. Well, the thing is, we sold it. We sacked a load of our scouts, so it's no surprise that we got this problem. Davis Madani says this is not a new situation. You remember the Luis situation from Aston Villa at the start of the season? Last minute recruitment of such a vital position is crucial for the title charge. It is 100%, mate. Absolutely spot on, mate. You really are. And this is why it's key that we get this sorted out, because if Thomas Partey goes down the way our squad is at the moment, you can forget a title challenge, because we haven't got quality to come in and replace him. We haven't. And that's just the simple fact of the matter. And Manny Thanguduri is in the chat. Hi, Manny. Nice to see you, buddy. Lovely to see you here. He says, afternoon, Warren. Looks like another carry-on situation here. Why am I not surprised? Well, yeah, this is Arsenal after all. And as long as I can remember, we've been carrying like this. So, yeah, you're right. It's not a surprise. So, listen, guys, I just want to remind you, tonight, 6:45 UK time on my channel, I'm doing a watch-along for the FA Cup 5th round. So please make sure you come and join me for that. I'm sure it's going to be absolutely brilliant. Also, please don't forget to put a like on the video. Also, if you're new, you've never been in my chat, because I've noticed there's a few new people that have not been here before. I don't think they have. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel. And every Saturday, I do a show from 2:30 on the Saturday afternoon, where I sort of do a Saturday match day live show. Basically, the idea is that I'll just keep you up to date with what's going on in all the matches that kick off at 3 o'clock up and down the country. It's just a bit of light-hearted fun, really, a lot of banter and chat and whatnot about the game. So it's really exciting, and there's usually loads of drama and excitement. There's a lot of fireworks go off, quite literally. Literally, I have a video with the goal celebration that's got fireworks on it, and I have videos for people getting booked and sent off and stuff like that. So make sure you come and join that if you've enjoy that sort of thing, because it's absolutely quality, absolutely brilliant. Much better than that bloody Sky Sports nonsense anyway, that's for sure. Right, so guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up now, but thank you to everyone who's been in the chat and watched this on playback and interacted. I really do appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the show, and thanks ever so much for, like I say, coming and engaging with me this afternoon and having a chat with me about this Moises Caicedo deal. And let's hope that Arsenal go and do what's required to get this thing over, and that tomorrow night, come midnight or whenever it is that the window closes, I think 11 o'clock, that we've got what we require to go and see this title challenge through to the end of the season. And at the end of the season, we're lifting that beautiful Premier League title trophy. So let's keep our fingers crossed and hope for the best. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed the show. Have a great rest of your day, whatever you're doing. Don't forget, 6:45 tonight, I'll be doing a watch along for the FA Cup 5th round draw. Make sure you come and join me for that. It's going to be brilliant. And yeah, thanks for watching. Please don't forget to put a like on the video. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. I really would appreciate that. And I look forward to seeing you all again really soon, if not before, on Saturday tonight, and then again on this Saturday coming. So take care, everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.